Okay, hello everyone. This is my second discussion video this week, and I'm basically just going to go over my thoughts on the first versus the Four Emperors saga. And first, we're going through the Tartland arc, or what has happened so far, and then my ideas for how it will end. Then ideas for Wano, and then the last two, Yonko. So, Tartland so far, of course, we've fought two of the, Sweet Commanders, which are like under Big Mom, who of course is the captain of the crew, and the Yonko. There's the Sweet Commanders, and that's Katakuri, Cracker, and Smoothie. So, of course, Luffy fought Cracker, and I think wasn't it the Seducing Woods? I think it was. So they fought in the Seducing Woods, and Luffy, cracked the skull. I think he's dead, personally. Of course, Luffy doesn't try and kill his, opponents, but, I'm pretty sure a cracked skull would do anybody in. And right now, Luffy is, of course, fighting Katakuri, and right now, with the rest of the crew, they're running away from Smoothie. So, of course, we got more with, Katakuri and, Cracker than we have with Smoothie, but we've at least somewhat fought all of the kind of second commands, kind of. So, what's, a few people are saying that Katakuri is gonna join. No. Join the Straw Hats. That's not gonna happen, sorry. But also, of course, they've joined up with Beijing, and the thing that's really interesting or funny about this is that, with Luffy's, alliance with Law, Luffy sees it less as an alliance and more like a friendship, and, Law is just I have no idea how I got myself into this mess with this idiot. I feel so sorry for Law sometimes. But with Beijing, it's Luffy hates him. It's just straight up an alliance. Luffy, he's dealing with him for the time being, but after they get off, get away from Tartland, I think that their alliance is going to be done. Which, then again, with Luffy working with him during this arc, it might end up kind of like Luffy and, Buggy, and the fact that they're not exactly friends, but they're not exactly enemies either. So we might see, I think we're definitely going to see all of the supernovas again after their, introductory, which this was kind of like Beijing's introductory arc. So I think we're going to see, all the supernovas are going to have an introductory arc, and we're probably going to see them all at a later date, either fighting against Luffy or fighting with Luffy. And I think that Beijing is going to be one of the ones that are fighting with, if a bit reluctantly. So we have Beijing, we of course have Jinbei joining. I love that chapter so much. Jinbei, Boss Jinbei, really earned his title there. Just going up against a Yonko and being a total badass. So we have that. We have Pedro's death. And yes, I think he's dead. I don't think he survived due to the like full moon or anything. I think he's straight up dead. For like Carrot joining, if she does, okay. If she doesn't, okay. I'm fine with either way. Which with Carrot joining, we have 9 Straw Hats so far, and well, 10 now with Jinbei, and Luffy stated at the beginning of the series that he wanted 10 crewmates, not counting himself, I think. So if Carrot joins, I think that's going to be it. And I'm not sure if I particularly like Carrot being the last Straw Hat to join. I mean, if she does, okay. I do like her Sulong form. I think it's really cool. And so I'm not sure if we're going to have to stop and like have the Sunny fixed before we go on to meet the other Straw Hats and Law and everyone, because the ship's not looking too good right now. So either we're going to have to like do a very rough repair job and then like just have it to where we can get to Frankie, who's probably going to freak out over the mess that Luffy and the others have created. And of course Big Mom. And also this was supposed to be a stealth mission. Yeah, Luffy, you kind of messed up there, which then again, Luffy does not have a stealth bone in his body. So, yeah, that was kind of, it was gonna happen. I mean, it's Luffy, but still, Sunny's not looking too good. So I think we're going to have the Sunny fixed. Either a rough patch up before we get to Frankie, or maybe the Sunny isn't really as bad as she looks, and we'll be able to get to Frankie without having to do a rough repair job on her beforehand. And with Luffy versus Katakuri, I think Luffy, I don't think he's going to win in the like strictest sense, because I can't really see Katakuri going down. I think it's more gonna be like a moral victory or something. Not like one where like Luffy like generally knocks him out like he usually does with his opponents. But like a lot of people have said this, like Luffy knocks Katakuri on his back, and that's like makes Katakuri admit that like Luffy won. And then like not the last chapter, but the chapter before that, right before Luffy went into Snake Man, we had this really weird scene with Luffy and Katakuri, where I guess that maybe Katakuri was seeing what Luffy would say before he actually said it. 1 second, let me try and get it on here. Come on, load, please. my back. Okay, right here. No pop-ups. Come on. So it's chapter 894, and at the end we have Luffy and Katakuri talking, which I don't even really know if we can call it like having a conversation, cause okay, here it is. What's the matter, Straw Hat? Are you? And that's Katakuri, of course. And then Luffy says, that's right. And then Katakuri finished already. And then it kind of looks like this bottom panel right here to the right. He has like the little like squiggly lines and then two exclamation points, and I think that usually like shows shock. So I think Katakuri might have seen what Luffy was going to say. Then he says, yes, endure it and stand back up. Luffy, I'm going to end this with this. I've already answered you. So what I think is that Luffy was going to ask him a question, and then Katakuri up here when he says, yes, endure it and stand back up, he was answering that question. So I think, like, the question was, like, if Luffy manages to get Katakuri on his back, that Katakuri might, like, help Luffy escape, maybe? Because even with Sanji, like, coming to Cacao Island to come and get Luffy, there's, like, a crap ton of the, Big Mom pirates there, and there's only one mirror, and it's not looking too good. Of course, there are some that have been thrown into the sea, so Luffy could escape that way, and the fishmen, like, come get him. But I think, like, from this, right here, I think Katakuri is going to help him. And like I said, I don't think Katakuri is going to join. I don't think Pudding is going to join. Like, I just watched one of Joy Boy's videos where he was talking about how the Big Mom pirates were basically defeating themselves. And he mentioned like all the Big Mom pirates that have failed and are most likely like going to be killed, like Katakuri, Pudding, Pedro, which, okay, I know he's part of the Big Mom Pirates, but is he, like, Big Mom's son? Okay, I can't remember. So, like, a lot of the Big Mom Pirates have either failed or, like, flat out betrayed Big Mom, so, like, he mentioned, well, they're not gonna all, jump up onto the Sunny and just ride off with the Straw Hats, and no, that's not gonna happen. But I don't think they're gonna stay with Big Mom either, because unlike Joy Boy, I don't think Big Mom can change, to be completely honest. So what I thought is that all of the Big Mom pirates that have either failed or like flat out betrayed Big Mom might join up and create their own crew. And instead of Big Mom becoming an ally, which a lot of people are going like, oh yeah, that might happen, and I'm just going like, nah, not after this. Big Mom is gonna hate the Straw Hat's guts. It's not gonna happen. Instead of Big Mom becoming an ally, the defected Big Mom pirates who might have Katakuri as their captain, they might actually become like Luffy's allies, because after this, like, I don't feel like Katakuri and the others really see Luffy and the Straw Hats as enemies. But I also don't think like Brûlée is gonna become alone, because she never wanted to betray Big Mom. She like, she's a coward, but she didn't want to betray Big Mom. So I feel like she's probably gonna stay behind, and the rest of the children who like didn't betray her or failed her are just going to try and maybe downplay Brûlée's involvement, or Brûlée could die. That's totally possible also. But that's my thoughts on like what's gonna happen after like the Straw Hats get away. And also like when Sanji, however it's gonna happen, gets Luffy and gets to Sunny, I don't like, they're still gonna have to escape Smoothie, because like she's going after them and she's bound and determined to get them. I think Big Mom might pass out after eating the cake, because I mean, she didn't do that when it was she was like destroying the town for Crokenbush. I think that's how you say it. She didn't pass out after that. She just came back to her sort of right mind. But I feel like since she's been having the hunger pains for so long, probably longer than she's ever had them, she might actually pass out. And that would like get rid of her for a while for the Straw Hats to actually escape. So that gets rid of her as a threat for the moment, but we still have, of course, Smoothie, and I think Sparrow is probably going to stay with Big Mom. I don't think he's, like, after she passes out, I don't think he's going to go like, oh, she's okay, now let's go get the Straw Hats. No, I think he's going to stay and make sure that, like, BJ and the others don't kill her. And also, I just can't see Big Mom actually dying. Yeah, I think Sparrow is not gonna be a problem. We might have like a few of the Big Mom pirates on Cacao Island follow the Straw Hats, but I think what our biggest problem is Smoothie. So, however they managed to get away from her, it's up in the air. I have no idea. So after that, of course, we're going to have the Reverie arc. Made an entire video about that, actually 2 videos. And then we are getting to Wano. So with Wano, we're going to meet up with the rest of the crew, and I think the Minks are going to be coming too, because Momonosuke obviously has to be there. He's the heir. And he has to be there for like the final or the revolution that's going to happen, because he is Odin's heir and he has to be there to like rally the troops and everything. We have to have a moment with him. And I think the Meats are going to be there because they're going to be bringing Momo, and also they're like connected with the Kozuki clan, so I think they're going to be wanting to help. There's of course going to be Nekomamushi and Inarashi. 1 second. So I can't remember like there was Pedro. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having Peckham's. There was Pedro and Peckham's that went with Luffy and the others. They were to Totland. There were oh man. Nekomamushi, who was going to get Marco, and maybe the remaining bits of the Whitebeard pirates. We might see more of the Whitebeard pirates. I mean, we're gonna definitely see Marco, but we might also see some of the Big Mom pirate. Why did I just say Big Mom? Whitebeard pirates. Okay, here's the teams. Yeah, Inarashi and Cecile, I think his name is, and Momo were staying with at Zoe. Peckham's, Pedro and Luffy and, the others were going to Whole Cake Island. Nekomamushi was going to get Marco, and Kinemon, Zoro, and the rest of the Straw Hats and Laura were all going to Wano. So we had those, and I think that we're going to have the Minks, we're going to have Marco at least, maybe the rest of the Whitebeard pirates. Also, I wonder if they changed a name, like the Whitebeard pirates, since Whitebeard died. Because on one hand, I mean, Whitebeard was their father. They very much loved him. They might have not wanted to change their name to honor him. On the other hand, he's dead, and maybe they're called like the Phoenix Pirates now after Marco. So there's that. And of course, we're gonna have a moment with Momo, and there's probably going to be like a bunch of samurais there, maybe some ninjas that are planning a revolution, because I'm pretty sure Kaido and the Shogun are just going full on oppression. So, I mean, in Dressrosa, we also had a revolutionary group, which was little tontadas, but they were still, they still were getting there. They still had a plan and everything. And that was like, Doflamingo was like really good at like playing the field and making the people like love him, even though he was a butthole. So yeah, there's probably going to be a revolutionary group there. We might actually see some revolutionaries from the Revolutionary Army there. Like I said in my Reverie video, Sabo might be mentioned at the Reverie, and like, I think it would be awesome for him to actually show up and declare war at the Reverie, but that's probably not going to happen. In fact, I'm going to say that's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not time. And also we just have him in Dressrosa, so I mean, I would love to see Sabo again. And also with Wano, I mean, yeah, the revolutionaries are like focused on bringing down the world government, but like Wano is still being oppressed, and I think even if it wasn't technically the world government, because Wano isn't affiliated with the world government, I think there should still be some revolutionaries there to help them. Hey, it might be, I'm sorry, I am so bad with names. The one that was with Luffy in Impel Down, 1 second. Man, I really should remember this. He's even the one that trained Sanji. Ivankov. Yeah, so it might even be Ivankov. Even if it isn't Sabo, I really would like to see Ivankov again. And maybe the other guy that was there with Ivankov and Impel Down, Inazuma. I don't think that either Koala or Hack will be there, just because I think that Sabo and those two are like a team, and they might work with others, but I think they're like a unit. So we might see Ivankov or Inazuma. And also we might just meet some other revolutionaries. That would be kind of interesting to have revolutionaries meet Luffy and like get to know him and go like, he is nothing like Dragon. That would be like hilarious. Also, of course, Jinbei's going to be coming with the Straw Hats. He's joined, or joined the crew. So of course he's going to be coming with them. I don't think he knows about Sabo, so that'll be interesting to see. Him find out that, yeah, on top of him or Luffy being related to Dragon and knowing Ivankov, who's probably a very high-ranking member, he also is the adopted brother of the second command. that would be pretty funny. And also, I feel like Sabo is probably going ace and just like holding up Luffy's like one posting to everyone, just going like, "Here, here's my little brother. Isn't he cute?" It would be funny to have them like meet him and go like get to meet him and get to know him and just go like, he is nothing like Dragon, and this is Sabo's little brother that he will not shut up about. So, yeah, I really want to see some of the revolutionaries there. And also, something that, like, has happened in Totland. Luffy never really fought against Big Mom. I mean, we had, well, it was off screen, but we had Brook versus Big Mom. but I don't think that Brooke won. I think that he might have given her a run for her money, but I don't think he won. And now I would love to see that fight. Like, Oda, please, please, please. But I don't think Brooke won. And also, I mean, Luffy clashed with her for a moment during, like, when they were running away from the wedding. But he never really fought her. And, like, while she was chasing after the Sunny, thinking that they had the cake, they didn't really fight her. They were just trying to get away and, like, survive. They weren't, like, trying to punch her, or they were just trying to protect the ship and themselves. So, like, the title of this arc is Saga is Versus for Emperors. Luffy's not really fighting the Emperors. He's fighting their crew and leaving a crap ton of destruction. But he's not going like one-on-one with Big Mom like he did with Doflamingo or pretty much every other major enemy they had. And like Big Mom, who is a bloomin' monster, even called Kaido a thing. Like, a thing. So yeah, I don't think Luffy is going to fight against Kaido either, which the difference between Totland and Wano is that Totland, they were just there to get Sanji, okay? That was all they were trying to do. Of course, with Luffy, that just, it messed up, but they weren't there to directly challenge Big Mom. They were just there to get Sanji and get out of there. Of course, they had to end up fighting Big Mom and her crew, mostly her crew, to get Sanji back, but they weren't there to directly, like, end Big Mom's reign. But with Wano, they are actually trying to free Wano from Kaido and the Shogun. So, Luffy can't fight Kaido. He is not ready for a Yonko yet. So, I really have no idea what's going to happen to get Kaido out of Wano, because if they don't get Kaido out of Wano, like, if they just, like, destroy his crew, Kaido is still a very, very powerful enemy. Really, I mean, yeah, it helps to have his crew to rule what's probably a large island, but with his ridiculous amount of strength, and we have no idea if he has a devil fruit or not, he could probably hold it by himself until he got, like, new crewmates or crew members. So if they can't get Kaido out of Wano and, like, set up something to, like, repel him, it's not going to work. And even with, like, Luffy and Law and Marco and, like, the Minks are really powerful, and we haven't seen Nekomamushi or Inarashi's Sulan form, and, like, Harriet was a monster in that, so I can only imagine what those two would be like. Like Zoro, like, with all those, even with all those people fighting him, I'm not sure if Kaido would go down. So, yeah, they're gonna have some issues in Wano. Really, the main problem is Kaido, but I can see them taking down the Shogun. I can see them taking down maybe like the Calamities, I think they are. Yeah, the Calamities. Which are basically Kaido's version of the Sweet Commanders. I could see them maybe taking them down, or like most of them. But I can't see them taking Kaido himself down. Because we weren't able to fight off Big Mom, we are not able to fight off Kaido. So there's that, and the last part of this video is why the Straw Hats can't fight Blackbeard or Shanks. Okay, so Shanks, that's pretty obvious. Like, again, it's called the 4 versus 4 Emperors Saga, which denotes that we're going to be fighting all 4. Shanks isn't an enemy. So, I mean, they're not gonna fight him. I mean, maybe in the future we might have a duel between the Straw Hats and the Red Hair Pirates, but it's going to be more like Luffy's journey is coming to an end, and like that's his goal, to like become King of the Pirates and eventually give Shanks his hat back. Which, to be completely honest, I can't really see that happening, but just because of the fact that Luffy and the Straw Hat, they're synonymous with each other by now. I mean, I can't imagine Luffy losing his Straw Hat. I mean, that'd be like Whitebeard without the like awesome mustache. It's not gonna happen. I can see like this moment where Luffy becomes Pirate King, he hands the hat back to Shanks, and then Shanks like looks at it, puts it back on Luffy's hat, and says like something like, "You earned this," or "I'm proud of you," or something like that. But they're not gonna fight him in this saga. And also Blackbeard. The 2 people who are most likely to be the final villains are Akainu, and to a bigger scope, the world government as a whole, but you know, Akainu being like the main face, I guess, and Blackbeard. So I feel like it is too early to fight Blackbeard. That's going to be towards the end of the series. So yeah, they can't do that yet. It's not time. So that's just my reason for why they can't fight Shanks, they can't fight Blackbeard. So I think the meaning of like versus 4 Emperors or Saga is just that they're gonna be fighting 2 of the Emperors, and that's more of fighting their crews rather than the Yonko themselves. And it was just like called the 4 Emperors because that's like their title, and like Yonko like translate to 4 Emperors, I think. So when you're calling Big Mom a Yonko, you're calling her 4 Emperor. So yeah, it's just a title, I think. So I don't think they're gonna be fighting Shanks or Blackbeard. I think that's all. So thanks for watching, and pretty please with sugar on top, leave a comment, please. I hope y'all have a safe week, and if you're a junior like me, good luck on the ACT. And also wish me luck, because I'm gonna need it. Okay.